Bledsoe was arrested.
Patrick Montgomery was in court.
Jonathan Manapa will stay in federal custody.
No, I don't take responsibility at all.
Hey everyone, welcome to the show. So 34-year-old Florida man Zachary Johnson was a fourth-degree member of the Proud Boys when he took part in the Capitol attack. That means he had to engage in a major conflict for what they saw as their cause. It could mean he was arrested or he was involved in a physical fight. Remember, these are grown-ass men. This is what their life is about. This is what they aspire to be. Hashtag sad. So on January 5th of 2021, Johnson was added to an encrypted chat group. This was on Telegram. It was called Boots on the Ground. And on January 6th, he met up with the rest of the group. He was wearing a tactical vest and gloves. He was carrying goggles and a mouth guard because, you know, those are the things you take with you for a peaceful tourist visit at the Capitol. As you all know, the Proud Boys marched to the Capitol. They were some of the first to arrive and push past the police barricades. And at that point, Johnson put on his goggles. He made his way to the front of the police line, and he was heard on video telling a man, quote, "I know exactly what's going on right now. Fake election. They think they're going to fucking cheat us out of our vote and put communist fucking Biden in office. It ain't fucking happening today, buddy." A short time later, Johnson was seen on video entering the Lower West Terrace Tunnel. He entered with three fellow Proud bigots, and they took part in that collective heave-ho push against the police. Sometime later, the police managed to push Johnson and the rest of the mob to the mouth of the tunnel, and Johnson was seen outside celebrating. He was flashing the white power hand gesture. Johnson was then later seen taking part in a second heave-ho push against the police. And then he was seen passing a fire extinguisher-sized canister of pepper spray to other members of the mob, and that was used a short time later against the police. Johnson was then also seen on video passing a huge sledgehammer to the front of the mob. Luckily, the police were able to confiscate that weapon, so it wasn't used by the terrorists against them. And a while after passing the sledgehammer, Johnson took a selfie, and he was holding a collapsible baton in that selfie. Following the Capitol attack, Johnson boasted about his crimes. In one text message, he shared a photo of what looks like a South Park character. It was holding a can of bear spray. They had blood splattered on their vest. And he captioned it, or maybe somebody else did, I'm not sure, but it said, "Proud Boy Trigger City." And then Johnson wrote along with that post, quote, "Me in DC with blood and bear spray." So Johnson was arrested on January 13th of 2022, and in a second superseding indictment, he was charged with civil disorder, assaulting officers with a dangerous weapon, entering restricted grounds with a dangerous weapon, disorderly conduct on restricted grounds with a dangerous weapon, physical violence on restricted grounds with a dangerous weapon, and disorderly conduct on Capitol grounds. In August of 2023, Johnson pleaded guilty to assaulting officers, so he was looking at up to 8 years in prison, 3 years of probation, and $250,000 in fines. However, the prosecutor requested 50 months in prison, 3 years of probation, and $2,000 in restitution. And Johnson has numerous arrests for possession of illegal substances. Also, while he was on probation for one of those crimes, he violated the terms of his release by testing positive for drugs 5 times. He also failed to report to his probation officer at one point, and then they say he absconded. So that all weighed in favor of a longer prison term, but it sounds like Johnson became a snitch for the FBI because the government said they gave him credit for participating in a proffer session. So that's what's also referred to as Queen for a Day. It's when you meet with the prosecutor and you spill all the tea, everything you know about everybody else. Then they can't use anything that you tell them against you. So, you know, you can't be charged for any crimes that you admit to as long as you're honest. And as you all likely know, they do this to get dirt on bigger fish. So, U.S. District Judge Richard Leon presided over Johnson's case. This is, to my knowledge, the first January 6th sentencing for this judge. I haven't heard his name until now. Unfortunately, there's no publicly available information about what was said at the sentencing hearing, but Johnson was sentenced to 42 months in prison and 3 years of probation. It doesn't appear that the judge ordered him to pay a restitution fee or a fine. I'm okay with that, I guess, because this was a decent sentence. Sounds like I'm going to like this judge. First impression, but that's what it seems like. So I will let you know if I hear any more. Thank you all so much for watching and listening. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you have not already, please become a supporter of the show or leave a one-time tip or super thanks or whatever it is, depending on what platform you're watching on or listening on. Thank you all so much. Love you all. Take care. Talk with you soon.